Alrighty. We have gone live. Do you know how long it takes to put this cell phone? Do you know how long it takes to put this cell phone in this tripod? Do you know how many times I try to turn my phone off? Y'all guys are so worth it. Okay. So like we got 0 watchers, 0 thumbs up. Y'all freaking people are probably still in the bed. No. You're at work. There's no telling. You'll see it later. Oh my God, I got 3. Oh, I got 3. Right off the bat in the mornings. I got this new idea. So, everybody knows I quit smoking. Woo! Okay, so when I quit smoking, hey there. See, it's Carla. Hey. Ooh. Good morning. All right. Yes.
Do you want me to start the timer?
Yes. Well, actually, you were supposed to have started it back then. Hang on.
You said set it.
Hang on. Okay. So, explain this. Setting a timer for 30 minutes does not mean one should turn it on. Huh?
Yeah.
No, it doesn't. He says, you told me to set it. You didn't tell me to turn it on. It's these newfangled timers. I can't figure out how to turn them on. It takes somebody younger than me. All right. And then, there's 2 things. There's setting it and then there's turning it on. Oh, hell, I forgot there's also turning it off. Am I going to have to tell you to turn it off?
No.
All right. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. Okay, so I got this new idea. Hey, you want to go get me a few bars of soap? And then I need you to, you checked all the crock pots?
Yeah, there's only like a couple that was actually done.
There's only a couple that's actually, okay. Have you went and got the, have you went and got the stick blenders? Yeah, and then after that I need you to get me some bars of soap. Poor thing, I'm harassing him first thing in the morning. Do this, do that. I'll give you money. It's the damnedest thing. All right, so, you know, I quit smoking. Oh my gosh, I got 25 views. I gotta have these things more early in the morning. I thought all of y'all would be in the, 9 to 5 grind this time of the morning. All right, so anyway, I quit smoking. Become a member of the healthier, fatter people because I got so freaking fat. And so me and Steve, we started smoking cigars because you don't get addicted to cigars. I don't smoke one, but like if I get around somebody who's smoking cigarettes, or if I start playing cards, or if I'm drinking a beer and playing cards, or if I'm playing cards, which I love to play cards, but you don't get to do it that often, but I love to do it. So anyway, or if you just go to somebody's house and they're a smoker, or you go to a place where you can still smoke indoors. I know it's almost unheard of, but in any case, but when it comes to just craving one or whatever, sometimes on a really hard day, after supper, it's like instead of dessert, I'll smoke a cigar a little bit. And so, I started looking at the health of the cigars, and it seems that some cigars are not all alike. And when I went to the Essential Depot thing in Florida not long ago, he was talking about how not all cigars are made alike. And I went to a cigar shop, and I spent $45 on 2 cigars and gave him one as a thank you for inviting us all down and having this wonderful event and everything. And we got to be a part of it there at the Guild. And so anyway, I started looking into this, and there's no cigar shops in my area, but there is a really expensive cigar shop in Gadsden, an hour away. And I went in there, and it's just my thrifty side. I can't help it. I'm looking at the different cigars, and it's like, oh my God. They don't have peach and blueberry strawberry kiwi. They got made in Honduras, and you have no idea. Let's see. Made in the Dominican Republic, and there's no guide. I mean, I couldn't find a system about it, but I noticed I keep kicking something at the bottom of my feet. And they have this big humidor, big, massive humidor. But at the bottom, under all these shelves, is these boxes. They're everywhere. And they're empty. And they're $5 a piece. And if you buy, like if you're like Kimberly, who's thrifty, and you go, if I bought, you know, a certain amount of those, like over whatever you feel is, you know, wholesale, could I get them cheaper? Kimberly got for $3 a piece, $3 a piece, $3 a piece, $3 a piece. Okay, so here at my store, you know, I can sell these and people can do whatever, but at Christmas time, you could put soap in these, and if it was a man that you were, you know, gonna be giving this to as a gift, or your person was gonna be giving it to as a gift, they could put a cigar in there with your soap. I mean, you know, they could add to it. You could use these, I mean, people are gonna wanna buy these. They're gonna wanna buy these. I bought 5 of these. They were not in my business more than 20 minutes before they walked out the door. Because, I mean, people are like, oh, look how nice. You know, and they just picked one out that suited them in appearance. You know, they slide, you know. Some of them slide, some of them lift. That's a lift. You know, there's these, you know, people buy these, they put their trinkets in them, you know, they do things with them, but we could sell them on our craft tables at the craft shows, and we could put soap in them at Christmas and sell them for packages. All we need to do is we need to make sure that we take off the Surgeon General's warning stickers, in my opinion. The tax stamps and the import stamps are beautiful. I would leave those. Tell me what you think. Okay, I'm waiting. While you're posting what you think about this idea, I'm gonna add, my employee has a question for me. Yes.
Where's the 20?
Bar 20?
Yeah.
Bar 20. Bar 20. Let's see. Bar 16 is the one that has the little cubes in it. Oh yeah, you found that one. Bar 20. Oh, I think that is in the exfoliator. I think it's one of the exfoliators. I think it's in one of the baskets that's sitting on the shelf. They're sitting there side by side.
All right.
All right. And you know, and the body butters are right here.
All right.
And look, guys, yeah, I'll just set one over here for you. And give me about 5 bars of some kind of soap. Oh, you love the idea. I am so excited. I think it's a wonderful idea. And I think that you wouldn't ever actually have to put soap in them if you didn't want to. But I think that if you had a cigar, like let's say 10 cigar boxes sitting on your table, and you had one of them with an assortment in them, or for those of you who do kits, you know, a lot of you do kits. It's like a shaving kit or blah, 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 and it's, everything matches. Like there's a soap bar of soap, there's a thing of face cream, there's a thing of lotion, there's a thing of sugar scrub. It's all got the same scent or something, that you could pre-package them with some pretty tissue paper and just have the lid sitting up. You know, I think in the heat, if you had the lid closed, that it might be bad for the product, but you know, it might steam or whatever. And then you could sell them, and the box would be the added bonus that might cause somebody to buy one other than the other. And then you could just have a mix and match table as like, you know, like she says, I'm calling around to my cigar shops now. And so this is the new brown label with that I got, and I didn't put any picture on these yet. I'm going to, you know, I got the new printer. It works awesome, by the way. And So anyway, so let's look at some of these cigar boxes and what you have to do to make them work. But you could have a mix and match table, and you could say like any 5 items that will fit in a box is this price, and they could select their own box, so that people got to pick the box out that they think their particular relative would like. Did you get you something to drink? You know, woo! I think that's natural lemonade. Classic naturally flavored, sparkling water. Make your tears come to your eyes. If anybody has tried those. I'm working really hard to try to get some of my cigarette blubber off. I feel so bloated and massive. So anyway, so let's get these boxes out. Let's look at them. Let's talk about the different kinds that they had available. Now, my cigar shop would not go less than $3 per box, okay? So some of the boxes were very finely, look at this one, isn't that pretty? Very beautiful wood boxes, and that's the ones that I bought to start because they looked like the best quality. But then they had these, and that has an Indian on it, I thought. And you know, I have Wiccan and pagan and metaphysical Christians who come into my store and they buy things from me, such as sage and candles and herbs and things like that. And they're all the time looking for boxes. And I thought, oh, we have people of the American Indian religion. And I thought to myself, they might like an Indian cigar box. And then they might think this was prejudiced or something. I don't know yet. But it has a beautiful Indian in here. And I thought, well, you know, they might, oh, and these come out. Okay, so I thought to myself, they might, somebody of a religion, or just a lot of people love Indian stuff, might like this one. So I went ahead and gave $3 for it. It is solid wood, but it's not the polished, you know, sanded kind of wood that the others have. And so, you know, some of these are really big, where some of them are small. Oh, and I'm sort of glad one of these came out. If you have a cigar shop that sells this particular brand right here, and it's BACCARAT, The Game, made in Honduras, and it has pictures of playing cards on these. When Steve and I bought our first ones, we bought one of these a little bit bigger, and we put all of our playing cards that we keep out in our camper in it, including scoring paper and pencils, and we put this in there. So when I got there I bought 5 of them to sell in the store, and they lasted 20 minutes. And so I said, go back. And so, of course, it's not an endless supply. And, you know, but there's cigar shops in Chattanooga, there's cigar shops, you know, other places. So, you know, I'm going to call around other places, see what I can find. But, you know, they're going to slowly build up more of these. But there's some cigar boxes they had that were very lightweight and flimsy. There were some of them that was made completely out of cardboard, modern day versions of these cigar boxes. You might actually advertise on Facebook, and you might find a man that buys cigars by the box like this and has a stack of them that he'd want to sell you. But I'm going to buy every one of these with the cards on them, and I'm going to put a deck of cards and some paper and a little pencil, a little pad of paper, a couple of bars of soap and whatever, some candy, and I'm going to give them as Christmas presents this year. And so that one's not going on the front. That was a mistake. But I thought you might like to see that one in case you might have the idea. Look, Black Cross. That goes with the story, you know. And so let's look at these. Ooh, these are tightly packed. Okay, so start folding towels, but before you do that, check and see if any more of them's melted so we can get them off. I'm gonna have to tear this
They
back.
already only unplugged except for that one over there. Once you got the lid on it.
Okay, we'll go check it and see if it's melted out. Look how big this one is. And it's got tongue and groove, so that one should be more expensive. And then here you have these little one, and that one's shaped really nifty, and everything. And so you have the long skinny ones, and then you have the bigger ones. And so it just varies. And I proved to myself that I'm OCD. I proved it to the whole cigar smoking world in Gadsden. When I was down on my hands and knees in the humidor at 70 degrees, starting to not be able to breathe because it was so freaking warm in there because it's a humidor, you know, and going, I was still organizing the cigar boxes. I couldn't help myself. I was on my hands and knees. I was like, hey, Bridget, you see one like that? She's like, and when we finally got done with it, we had them organized into kinds and types. So all the new cardboard ones was down there on that end, and the lightweight ones was over here, and then the big long row, we had them, the design ones like this, and we had them all stacked on top of each other, and they just went all the way down. And then the wood ones that we didn't get, because we wanted to buy them all. I offered him $300 for all of them, but he's like, my manager's not here. So anyway, so we couldn't do that. But anyway, oh, here they are. Here they are. I will show you these. So I completely so when I brought them all out and everything, and I brought him back there, and I was like, you know, can I get these cheaper because they are not as elaborate as these? And he's like, no, I can't do any cheaper than $3. And I was like, okay. And so anyway, so whenever I didn't get as many of these, but we're gonna find out, okay? But see, like here, it's two lovers, I think. And I don't know if people will go as hot and crazy for these as they will, you know, these finer quality ones. And so I just bought a couple of these. I believe these are these are two different sizes. And these had the little latches on the front, but many of these didn't. And so we'll just have to see, and if they sell, there's a whole bunch more of those I'm going back for. But I just wasn't sure if those would sell, because when I bought some to test, I bought all the more quality ones, and but I organized all these cigar boxes. Oh, isn't that one a nice one? You could really get a lot in there. So I got one more bag to open up. How much time do I have on my timer? I gotta open the store at 10 o'clock.
12 minutes.
12 minutes? Okay. Okay. It's 9:55 because he didn't turn on the timer when I told him it's not gonna go off at the right time. So I got 5 minutes till we gotta get the store open. But I'll still come back here after I get it done. Okay. So like for this one right here, I think that this one here would hold several bars of soap. Now, this one had a ribbon, and that's so that you can get the first cigar out without breaking them. It's wrapped around them, similar to a battery. Whenever you buy something and the batteries are in there, but you've got to flip them or something to make them work, they'll put a little ribbon, and you got to pull that ribbon out to get your batteries out. So you could leave this or utilize it in some fashion when you find them in there. But this right here is ugly. So Bridget went to pull hers off, and it tore loose a little piece of her oh, the stamp for the taxes. And most of us have a heat gun, you know, in this business. Okay, so once you get it started, go really slow. And then there's a tax stamp under this one. And I'm gonna, it's taking the tax stamp with it. The tax stamp is sticking out underneath it. So, all right, so I'm gonna, and the tax stamps are so pretty. I swear that burns your finger. I was very lucky that this one here had I still lost a little bit of the tax stamp. Normally they don't, and if I took more time with it, but I know I'm limited on time before I have to go unlock the doors, which I can have him do, but eventually a customer will come in. We usually don't get hit too early in the morning, but sometimes we'll have like people out there like, when you gonna open up? I need my CBD. So anyway, so look, this little one right here, look at there. That's perfect. You could put a sheet of the tissue paper in there and fold it up in some fashion. Many of you don't do these, so or you could go ahead and turn them like this. I know that y'all have some classiness in you that I don't have in me that could do great things with this. So, are you gonna, I forgot we were doing this shipping. Whenever you finish with the towels, let's finish this shipping. So anyway, so here's the thing, a body butter. So see, it can fit in here really nicely, and ta-da. And so, you know, y'all got the basic principle. I'm gonna sell them, plus do gift boxes with them. I just gotta get that ugly, oh, and here we have these two that have to come off, the Surgeon General's warning, and on most of these, they will come off, well, not that one. I'm gonna give you the key, and you go open the front door and flip the two signs and pull the string for me.
All right.
And you could, you know, hit it with the heat gun again, and get off the little pieces of paper that's stuck. So this one here said, it says acid cigars, and it's got, you know, a guy with, I think that's dread sticking straight up out of his head. So this is for your more modern guy. And he wouldn't let me have this. He said this was paper, not cigar. There was, some of them had, like, I thought it was loose cigar down in here, but he wouldn't let me have that. And so, and then here, this is their price. So these were $5.75 a piece. So these were cheap cigars compared to some of them. And I've got to get the rest of these Surgeon General things off of them. But we're just going to sit and gently work these off. Now, I've just got probably a few minutes, so I'll have to go. So if you were going to just sell these outright, in my opinion, that this sticker right here could easily come off. It doesn't look as pretty as just the one sticker on the front. So you might decide to remove some stickers. So like this here is I think you could easily sell this for $10 to $20 depending on your region where you are, because the box is so well made. It's tongue and groove on the side, and the weight difference in this one and this one, and there's some that's very flimsy. When you feel them, you can feel the difference in the lightness of the wood and the quality. And so when you're you make sure that you pick each cigar up, box up, and you feel its weight and that kind of thing. And so for here, you know, you could put like a razor, if there's people that do that, a razor and a shaving bar and maybe a brush on the side in here. Has beautiful label on the inside, and then it has a little snap. But anyway, let's look at some of these. These are really pretty. They're very round. This one's very rounded. This one's rounded. This is very long and skinny. So this would make a really nice card box, or a box to keep jewelry, men's jewelry in especially. You know, that kind of thing. If you had a wood shop, you could even put some dividers in here for things. If your husband is snappy, or whatever that word is. And then here's your big long ones. So a lot more could be put in those. Here is one. I sold one just like this one for $15. Like, boom, it was gone. There's just something about the way that opens that people like. I don't know why it has this little extra division in it, or a place, but I don't know if it comes out. It doesn't appear to come out. So looks like that's a little piece of paper. Yeah, it basically tells who packaged the cigars, I think, and whatnot. So this one is in a really nice box. Let's see. Here I go organizing already. This is really nice. And you just, a lot of them have these little flat cards in them, but those just detach from the inside really easy. And then you've got it. I've got more than one size in many of these. Yeah, here's the Freedom. Here's Robusto, Natural, Maduro. So we've got different colors in the same box, one slightly smaller. So you could go in, and in a cigar shop that nobody's come in and rated them like I just did, you could probably come in and be very hand selective and just get the ones that fit what you want to do with them when you're doing it. So like if you're working up a shaving kit for Christmas presents for this coming Christmas, you could just pick the ones that would hold the items that you want to put in it, and you could carry a sample with you when you went. And then, you know, if you find that you have a lot of cigar shops in your area and you could buy a lot of these boxes, you know, you could just sell them on your tables, you know. But packaging ideas seems to be the most fun idea. You know, gift boxes, box sets, things like that. You know, and this actually, in my opinion, bounces up the price that somebody would actually pay for the item. Let's see. Here is another one. It's the same company as this one, but it's a completely different cigar box shape, but it has it. You know, it basically looks just like it, just a completely different shape. I want to show you the Black Cat ones. Oh, and I want to show you this one. This one here, I thought this would really be something that maybe a younger person might buy for a boyfriend. There, turn that off for me, darling. It says, I think it's supposed to be like Nick Sticks Little Havana Blend. And I think that box in itself would attract a younger guy or a younger girl. It has, oh, and I guess that did come out. It was glued, that little division thing that was right here. It looks like it was popped out of that one, so that's just cardboard, so it looks like you could pop those out. That one's been popped out, but I think I'll put it back in there, so if the person wants to utilize it as a division board in some fashion, they can. And we've already looked at one like this. Oh, I wanted to show you those. And then, oh, this one first. Okay. I got this one because the box was such good quality, but for some reason, somebody sat in the humidor and removed its pretty stickers. So there's no reason why you couldn't do the same. Some of these is in gold inlay, but like this acid one, you know, this is really, the label doesn't match the quality of the box. So you could remove these two stickers and you could sell this box for probably more money, you know, than this sticker. Now, if you know, have a sticker like this one, which is the other one I wanted to show you, which is Black Cross, that right there, I think, would be very hip, very attractive to bikers, to goth, if that's still a thing. I think that, and now this one here still has the tissue paper in it. I'm going to leave that. I think it gives a little added oofa. And I like the ones with the snap. They had some that didn't have the snap, but when I could find the ones with the snap, I got the snap. So let's see. Oh, that's another acid. Okay, so, but these are so colorful, but I don't know if these will be, people will give you as much money for these as they will these. Or would these fit the criteria of what you're putting in them as well? To me, I like them, but they're thin. So they're not as thick and deep as these boxes. I don't like that. They smell nice. So to me, it would have been really nice if this would have been twice as deep. It's these cigar people, what's wrong with them? So anyway, so that is my cigar story for a new idea that you could utilize to package. Today's gonna be hell. people are buying my soap in mass quantities. I don't know why. So people are coming in and buying 20 bars of one kind. And I'll have, 10 on the shelf. And we had not made in a week or two where we normally do. Every week we make, but things had occurred, and we were back ordered on some things, and so we hadn't made. So like somebody just ordered 20 bars number 8. Bar number 4. Bar number 4 is our wart kicker. We sell it, but we don't sell it in 20 bars out of whack. Well, we do now. So I want you to see this. Thank God I bought the extra crock pots. Watch. Look at all those crock pots. You're in the way. There you go. Look, can you see them all? There we go. And so before you finish with that, go see if that last crock pot is able to be unplugged and stirred, because we got to get those things cooling, because we don't want to be here till midnight. So let me just take a moment and check comments. There's no super chat messages. I finally turned it on. Y'all been picking at me. Where's the super chat? Where's the super chat? Where's the super chat? I don't know. So this morning, I went in there special and turned on my computer, and I put in YouTube. I've been on Google how to turn on super chat, and then I don't have any super chat messages. Okay, here we go. Oh, it's Bridget. Hey, Bridget. She went with us. I wish she could post a picture and show you the Chilling Moose one. It's a solid gray box. It has a picture of a moose laying down with red eyes that glare at you. And it seems like the moose was silver. I can't remember. Bridget, tell him. And oh, there goes the bell. See if that's what it was.
Yep.
Yeah. First customer. Anyway, tell them that we'll be right with them. And so anyway, yes, I will. I'm going to come back on and let y'all watch some of the soaping. You can, just leave these things running all day. And I've thought about just leaving it on the cat sometimes, and just because some people just want to watch the cat and see the cat get loving, But anyway, but I can't time my phone up that long. And so anyway, so I'm going to bring y'all back in for periods of time while we're making the soap today. And so there's going to be lots of live videos today. I love the live videos. I'm totally spoiled. All right, so I don't know where we were at because, I know I was checking messages. Okay, let's see. Yes. Okay, so it looks like basically you're all going, oh my God, thank you. So I am going to go help my customer, and then we are going to be back on live many times today, in my opinion. At some points, it may just be staring at a crock pot of soap cooking. Other times I'm going to be mixing lye into soap. I'm going to be putting in additives, making a goat's milk soap day, blah, blah, blah. But it's just going to be fun in the soapery all day. So come back and be with us. Bye, guys.